this motherfucking Ghost album. I wasn't planning on doing a solo review for this. But God, I had higher expectations for this. I went into this record blind, didn't hear any of the 3 singles. I didn't actually know there were 3, I thought there were only 2. But I did do a little research on this one, actually. They got a different guitarist and a older producer. Those are the 2 main key facts I found out about this. And it's also trying to be a bit political, which in spots definitely hampers it, dampens the effect of the record high. But I think there are 3 main issues that I want to talk about, and I'll dive into a couple of different tracks. Or there are 4 main issues. 5 main issues. 4. Jesus Christ, I can't count. The mixing is ass. I went into this wondering why it wasn't as punchy as I thought it would be. Turns out it's because the percussion was mixed, like, terribly. Like, the cymbals hang on for too long, the snares sound like shit, the kicks sound like down-tuned snares. I mean, it sounds like everything untuned on a kid's toy set played by a someone who doesn't play percussion. I don't know what a worthy opponent, someone who plays, like, I don't know, flute or something, I don't know. That's what it sounds like, the percussion. And not that the percussion is played badly, I just think the mixing is badly done. This also sounds like an 80s album. Like, the guitar work, while it's not bad on its own, there are some kick-ass solos here. This doesn't sound like it's from today. This sounds like it should have been released either as a throwback album or like an album in the 80s. This is not a today album, okay? And there's nothing wrong with doing throwbacks. It's just, this isn't a throwback. This is clearly trying to be its own thing. And I don't know if this is an issue with only me, but the Weird Al vocals, Jesus Christ. Just listen to Griftwood and tell me that doesn't sound like early Weird Al parodying Skillet. Like, tell me that's not what it sounds like. And then also, the length of this thing, it just feels bulked up for no reason. Like, the final track, the Respite on the Spitalfields, which, by the way, is a dumbass title, but I'm sorry, I'm so done with this album. It goes on for a bit too long for me. You could have cut that track in, like, cut 2 minutes off of it and called it a day, and then I would have liked it more. Also, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about on this track. He mentions Wizard of Oz in part. It's fucking weird. I don't know. There's also 3 interlude tracks, Bite of Passage, Dominion, and Imperium. And I get Imperium is sort of an intro, so I sort of get that one. And I actually don't mind that one. But the other 2, Dominion and Bite of Passage is just transition that could have been either not had at all or put onto Respite on the Spitalfields. And Dominion is just a fucking horn, like a badly played horn. It's shit. I mean, this whole album suffers from it. There are 3 tracks that I think are actually good. Call Me a Little Sunshine, Hunter's Moon, and Watcher in the Sky. I mean, on all of them, the guitars are really well done. On all of them, the lyrics aren't as unbearable as they are on every other fucking track on this album. In fact, I think, not Watcher in the Sky, Hunter's Moon has some really clever lyrics, actually. But I don't know. There's still something left to be desired on those tracks. There's still something missing there, you know what I mean? Like, there's still punch that needs to be added, right? And that's partially due to the percussion, partially due to the guitars, and partially due to this album doesn't know what the fuck it's doing. I do want to highlight a couple of tracks real quick. Kaisarion, it's the most 80s sounding of these. It does have a punchy guitar at bits, and the percussion is really bad. It has really cringy lyrics, and also the call and response shit with hyphen or something. I don't know, hypoton, whatever. I don't know how to say it. It's bad. Spillways, I've seen a lot of praise actually for Spillways, and I don't like it. It's not what I wanted. Like, the keys sound terrible, first of all. The keys are really bad. And then everything else, like the chorus is really bad. The only thing that I actually find redeeming is the solo, which is actually really good. One of the best on the album. Like, if you're going from terms of kick-ass solos, this is the top one. I'll give it that. I want to talk about Darkness at the Heart of My Love. I don't know, I was laughing through this one. It was the ballad of the album. I didn't like it. The production was ass. The vocals, while were melodic at bits, just quickly turned sour. And the guitar was actually bad on this one, which I wasn't. This is the only song I can genuinely tell you that I didn't like the guitar on. This is the only one. There are songs I can tell you the guitar was meh on, but this is the only one I can tell you I straight up didn't like the guitar. That's my dog, by the way. In case you were wondering what the sound was, that's her. Her collar is very loud. It's alright. She'll get it one day. There you go. Hi. But I also want to, real quick, touch on the worst track on this album by far. 20s, which was the third and final single for this album. It's so bad. It starts on these cartoonish horns, into this very meh guitar line. He goes, ugh, and I just, like, I'm reading my notes here because this album was so goddamn bad. I just literally wrote, ugh is right. There's these, like, whisper ad-libs and these falsetto ad-libs on the chorus, and the chorus is really cringy. Like, the doula, what in the actual fuck? And this was one of the more political songs, and I don't mind political songs. I actually quite love quite a few of them. American Idiot is one of my favorite albums of all time, and that's a political as hell album. And Darkness is one of my favorite Eminem songs, and it's political. I don't care if you're political, and in fact, I don't even care what side you're on. There are some Republican political songs, like that Wake Up, the Jordan P. Peterson song. I fuck with that on some days. Like, it's a blatant Pink Floyd ripoff. It's not, like, the best track of ever or anything, but, like, there are some days where that hits. But this, I mean, this doesn't work. At least the way he's doing it. I get the symbolism and the idea behind it, but the execution falls flat on its face. And that's my main issue with this record. It's like someone put you're in a firing squad, but, like, you accidentally pointed the gun at yourself. Like, it's like shooting your own foot and then decapitating your head somehow. Like, it's fucking dumb. This record, I mean, I am generously, because I like those 3 tracks actually quite a bit. Because those 3 tracks actually stood out to me as really good tracks, I'm going to generously give this album a 3 out of 10. But that is going to change when the win list season comes around and I re-listen to this. That's going to change. I can almost guarantee it. I can't guarantee it, but I can almost guarantee it. Thank you for watching this, by the way. This month, I will have probably another solo review of MGK's album, or I might just do a listen through and just record my thoughts on it. I'll have that, and then I'll also have, The Impossible Kid, my passion project. Aesop Rock's The Impossible Kid, basically me telling you why I love it, and then the monthly album reviews. So, thanks for watching this, by the way. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, it helps, I guess. But more importantly, have a great evening, day, week, month, year, hopefully, although we're not off to a great start. I mean, or just minute, or hour, or, afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time you're watching this, try to make it good. Thank you. Peace.